Hey there, welcome. I'm Ellie Lynn, and I've got to be honest with you, I've been watching the AI marketing space for a while now, and most of what you're seeing, it's performance art. Beautiful promises, zero receipts. So today, I'm going to show you something different, something real. Because here's what I've learned from studying engagement psychology, and yes, even scamming tactics. The best strategy isn't deception. It's just the truth, delivered strategically. We're going to talk about going from nobody to somebody on the internet, and why the walk the talk strategy actually works when everyone else is just talking. Let's dive in. Picture this scenario, and I bet it feels familiar. You're brilliant at what you do. You've built companies, led teams, made decisions that moved millions. You're the expert everyone comes to when things get complicated. But then someone tells you, you need to build your personal brand, post videos daily, get comfortable on camera, show your authentic self. And something inside you just resists. Because you're not a content creator, you're a CEO, a strategist, a domain expert. You didn't climb to C-level by mastering TikTok dances, right? And that gap between what you are and what they're telling you to become, that's where the entire marketing industry has been selling you expensive fantasies. But what if I told you there's another way? A way that doesn't require you to transform into someone you're not. All right, let's talk about what's actually happening in the AI marketing space right now, because I love receipts. The current landscape in 2025. 143% growth in AI marketing tools launched in the last 12 months alone. Over 50% of LinkedIn posts are now AI-generated. Audiences are developing AI blindness. They scroll right past generic machine-written content. 55% of consumers are uncomfortable with AI in marketing. And here's the kicker. 54% trust brands less when they discover AI use was hidden. See, it's like fast fashion. Everyone's wearing the same thing from the same factory, just with different logos. And every vendor sounds identical. Our AI-powered platform increases engagement by 87%. Automate your content, 10 times output, set it and forget it. Based on what? Their cousin's LinkedIn post from 2023? I study scams, remember? The first red flag of any con is simple. They tell you what you want to hear without ever showing you proof. So where's the proof? Let me break down the 4 types of fake success stories flooding your LinkedIn feed right now. Think of this as spotting counterfeit designer bags. Type 1. Announcing theoretical capabilities. They talk about what AI can do in theory, but never show what they've actually achieved in practice. It's like a fitness influencer selling you a program while refusing to show you their own transformation photos. Suspicious, right? Type 2. Cherry-picking success stories. Look, I got 50,000 followers using AI. Yeah, Susan, you also had 45,000 followers before AI even existed. You didn't use AI to build, you used it to maintain. That's not proof of the system. That's privilege from past success. Type 3. Professional content creators. These are marketers teaching AI to other marketers, which is fine. But if you're a fintech CEO, a manufacturing executive, or a healthcare founder, their playbook doesn't translate. Different game, different rules. Type 4. Misleading comparisons. My personal favorite. They went viral talking about controversial hot topics. Soft porn, outrage, politics. And now they're selling you their authentic engagement system. That's not building authority. That's manufacturing noise. So when someone's selling you AI marketing, ask them one simple question. Show me your journey from zero in your industry with your audience. Because anything else, that's just storytelling. Okay, enough tea spilling. Let me show you what actually works when you strip away the noise. We took a completely different approach. Instead of asking, how can we announce what AI can do? They asked, How can we demonstrate what this framework actually delivers? And here's what I genuinely respect about this. They made themselves the case study. See, this is what separates performance from proof. Anyone can promise, but showing, that requires actually doing the work, walking the talk. They didn't hire a celebrity influencer. They didn't cherry-pick their best client. They didn't show you theoretical projections. They said, watch us build this from zero, in real time with real challenges. And you can verify every claim we make. That takes guts. And in an industry full of smoke and mirrors, that's refreshing. So let me introduce you to someone who actually did the work. Meet Gina. And before you think, another marketing person with a feel-good story, let me stop you right there. Gina is V8 Global's co-founder. She runs 3 global offices, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and the UK. She manages over 700 client relationships across multiple industries. She's not a content creator. She's an operator, a founder, an executive. When she moved to the UK to expand V8's European operations, she had 0 LinkedIn presence, completely invisible in the UK market, starting from absolute scratch in one of the most competitive business landscapes in Europe. No existing network, no brand recognition, no shortcuts. So what happened after 6 months? 4,000 plus impressions per week, consistently. 550 plus new connections up to now, inbound, no cold outreach. 2 major speaking engagements, iFast and UHBA, within 6 months. 0 paid ads. 0 LinkedIn Premium when she got this figure. 0 growth hacking tricks. And here's the part that'll really make you pay attention. Time investment? 2 to 3 hours per week. Now that's not a promise. That's not a projection. That's a receipt you can verify. Her profile's public. The speaking engagements are documented. The connections are real people you can check. And that changes everything. So here's where it gets interesting. And honestly, kind of brilliant. Gina isn't naturally charismatic on camera. She's not more comfortable with public speaking than you are. She doesn't have some secret performance gene. She's a founder who runs 3 international offices and manages hundreds of client relationships. She doesn't have time to become a content creator. And frankly, she doesn't want to be one. So what did she do? She uses AI avatars for content production. And here's the brilliant part. She's completely transparent about it. No hiding, no pretending it's her on camera when it's not. No fake authenticity. She says openly, I use AI avatars to scale content production while maintaining quality. This is the same approach I teach my clients. I'm a domain expert, not a content creator. AI handles production. I handle strategy and relationships. And you know what? That transparency is what makes this approach powerful. Because she's not trying to be someone she's not. She's being exactly who she is, a domain expert who leverages AI for efficiency. In a world where everyone's performing authenticity, actual honesty stands out. And I think that's kind of revolutionary. Let me show you exactly how this works, because this is where strategy meets execution. Gina splits her presence into 2 distinct tiers. And understanding this split, that's the key to everything. Tier 1, Real Gina, relationship building. This takes 2 to 3 hours per week. And this is non-negotiable. This is where human connection is irreplaceable. Speaking engagements, CIC workshops, iFast conferences, UBA events where her physical presence and expertise matter, networking, BNI meetings, industry conferences, actual face-to-face conversations, personal storytelling, her UK migration journey, business challenges, moments of vulnerability. client interactions, success stories, testimonials, genuine relationships. LinkedIn engagement, comments, DMs, real human conversations. This is where trust is built. This is where deals happen. This is where people feel they actually know Gina. And no AI can replace this. But here's what most people miss. This is only part of the strategy. Tier 2, AI Gina content production. This takes 60 minutes per week. Just a brain dump of insights. Educational tutorials. How to set up our approach for lead generating and nurturing. Industry insights. 2025 MarTech trends every SME needs to know. Product demonstrations. Production walkthroughs. SAQ responses. Answering the same questions she gets repeatedly. Repurposed content. Converting blog posts into video explainers. Turning speaking clips into educational shorts. Now here's the strategic insight. In these scenarios, the value is in the information, not the performance. Think about it. When you're watching a tutorial on how to configure a marketing automation system, do you really care if the person on screen is having a great hair day? Or do you care that the information is accurate and clear? The insight matters. The delivery performance? Irrelevant. So Gina only provides content and insights. Just her talking through concepts, no script, no preparation, just expertise flowing naturally. AI takes that raw insight and produces polished videos and shorts. Different topics, different angles, all maintaining her voice and perspective. She reviews and approves in 20 minutes. Scheduling is automated. See the difference? She's not replacing human connection with AI. She's using AI to scale the stuff that doesn't need her face on camera. That, my friends, is strategic delegation. Okay, let's talk about what most executives go through when they try to do content marketing properly. The old workflow, manual video creation. Research your topic, 1 hour. Write a script, 1 hour. Set up camera, lighting, make yourself presentable, 30 minutes. Record multiple takes because you messed up, or the lighting changed, or a notification went off. 1 to 2 hours. Video editing, cutting, transitions, captions, thumbnails, 2 to 3 hours. Total. 6 to 8 hours per video. Output? Maybe 1 or 2 videos per week if you're lucky and have nothing else to do. Consistency? Sporadic at best. Life happens. Priorities shift. The content gets deprioritized. And let's be real. After spending 8 hours producing one video, you're exhausted. You don't want to look at a camera for another week. This is why 70% of SMEs give up on content marketing, not because they lack expertise, but because the production burden is unsustainable. But what if I told you there's a different equation? The AI-assisted workflow. Record one 30-minute brain dump, just talking, no script, no performance anxiety. AI avatar produces polished videos and contents from that single recording. Gina reviews and approves, 20 minutes. Scheduling and distribution, automated. Total, 50 minutes for a week's content. That's not a typo. 50 minutes. Blog, educational video, 3 to 5 shorts, and furthermore image and text posts. One 30-minute insight session produces what would normally take 40 to 50 hours of manual production work. That's 36 times more efficient. And here's what that really means. Gina can focus those saved 40 hours on what actually matters: running her business, meeting clients, closing deals, attending speaking engagements. The content happens consistently without consuming her life. And that is how you scale expertise without burning out. Because burnout isn't a badge of honor, it's just bad strategy. Let me share something that I think gets lost in all the noise about personal branding. Your clients don't need you to become a YouTuber. They don't need you to be Gary Vee or some social media personality with a ring light and a podcast studio. They need you to share your expertise efficiently. Here's what happens to most executives. When you try to be both the domain expert and the professional content creator, you do neither well. You spend all your mental energy worrying about lighting, camera angles, editing software, reciting the scripts, practicing how to look into the camera, etc. Whether your background looks professional enough, whether you sound articulate enough. And because you're spending all that energy on production, you never actually record the insights. The content doesn't happen. You remain invisible. This is why 70% of SMEs fail at content marketing. Not because they lack expertise. They're brilliant at what they do. Not because they lack insights. They solve problems every single day. They fail because they lack production capability. And they confuse "I can't do video production" with "I can't do personal branding." Those are two completely different things. Gina's approach shows there's a third way. Be a domain expert who leverages AI for production. Nothing more. Nothing less. That's it. That's the whole strategy. And once you stop trying to be someone you're not, everything becomes easier. Let me say this again because it's important. Production quality, secondary. Delivery performance, irrelevant. Whether it's shot on your iPhone or produced by an AI avatar, doesn't matter. What matters is the insight solid? Because here's what I've learned from studying engagement. And yes, even manipulation tactics. People don't remember how polished or unpolished your video transition was. They remember if you solved their problem. Your ideal client isn't sitting there thinking, "Wow, that B-roll footage was cinematic." They're thinking, "Oh my God, that's exactly my problem, and they just explained the solution I've been searching for." That's what builds authority. That's what generates leads. That's what closes deals. Not your camera skills, not your editing prowess, your expertise delivered consistently. Everything else is just packaging. So you might be wondering, okay, Ellie, this sounds great, but does this actually work at scale? Or is Gina just a lucky exception? Great question. Let me answer it with facts. Our current client base, 700 plus SME clients served across multiple industries: nutrition, finance, IT, creative services, consulting, logistics. 5,000 plus newsletter subscribers, organic growth. No paid acquisition. 10 plus years operational history. Proven business model sustainability. 3 global offices: Hong Kong headquarters, Taiwan, United Kingdom. Named client testimonials you can verify. This isn't a startup pitching you a dream. This isn't someone who figured out one viral hack and is now selling courses about it. This is an established company showing you a system that's been tested with hundreds of businesses over a decade. And that distinction, that matters. Because anyone can get lucky once. But repeatable results across 700 plus clients, that's not luck. That's a system that works. Now let me show you something most people miss about our approach. Most MarTech vendors can be copied easily, right? They announce new features. Competitors reverse engineer and add the same features. Price competition begins. Margins compress. Everyone races to the bottom. But our approach, it can't be instantly copied because credibility takes time. Gina's journey from zero LinkedIn presence to 4,000 plus impressions per week took 18 months of consistent execution. Her speaking invitations at UHBA and IFAST came from demonstrated expertise and market recognition, not overnight hacks. A new competitor starting today would need 18 plus months minimum to build equivalent proof. And even then, they couldn't claim our founder walked this exact journey in the UK market as a foreign entrepreneur. That's Gina's unique story. That proof is hers. This creates what we call a defensible moat. Month 1 to 6, build thought leadership, start getting noticed. Month 7 to 12, authority signals strengthen, 4K plus impressions weekly, growing testimonials. Month 13 to 18, established voice, premium pricing power, network effects multiply. Month 19 plus, compounding returns, content library grows, speaking invites increase, referral engine strengthens. Every month we operate, the gap between proven proof and empty promises gets wider. And that's how you build lasting competitive advantage. All right, let's get practical, because I want you to understand the actual methodology behind this. We don't just use AI randomly. They follow a structured framework called REAL. Let me walk you through each phase. Phase 1, research. Not every founder should talk about the same topics. This is where most people go wrong immediately. Before creating any content, you need to answer, what topics does your specific audience actually need help with? Where are the content gaps in your market? What unique perspective do you bring that competitors don't? What pain points drive buying decisions in your industry? For example, Gina's research showed that Hong Kong entrepreneurs moving to the UK are confused about visa requirements for business owners, navigating UK tax systems, building professional networks in a foreign market, cultural differences in UK business practices, regulatory compliance. These became her content pillars, not generic MarTech trends, but specific gaps her target audience was actually struggling with. This research phase prevents the most common mistake, creating content nobody actually wants. And that foundation, that's everything. Phase 2, enable. Here's the insight. You need a system that doesn't require willpower. Most content strategies fail because they depend on you feeling motivated, creative, and energized every single week. But you're running a business. Some weeks you're exhausted. Some weeks you're traveling. Some weeks you just don't feel like it. So we build systems that work regardless of your mood. Analyze your past successful content. What topics resonated? What format worked? Train AI on your voice and communication style so it sounds like you. Create a repeatable workflow you can follow without thinking. Build templates so content creation is predictable, not creative on demand. For Gina, 30-minute insight recording, then with help of AI to produce videos and contents. Follow up with 20-minute review, then publishing. For a financial advisor, record weekly client Q&A sessions, then AI creates educational content. Approve, publish. For a nutritionist, brain dump weekly meal plans. AI generates recipe videos and nutrition tips. Approve, publish. The goal is simple. Remove friction so consistency becomes automatic. You're not fighting against human nature. You're designing around it. Phase 3, align. Content needs to perform, not just exist. So many people create content, post it, and then nothing. They never look at what actually worked. That's like running a business without checking your financials. Not recommended. We continuously optimize based on actual data. Which topics get the highest engagement? Which content actually converts to leads? What time of day gets the best reach? Which platforms drive the most quality traffic? Gina's metrics revealed. Industry insights about AI marketing get 3 times the engagement compared to personal stories. Speaking event announcements get the highest response rate on Tuesdays. LinkedIn reach consistently peaks Wednesday through Thursday. These insights shape future content strategy. You're not guessing, you're not hoping. You're following the data to what actually works for your specific audience. And that optimization, that's what turns good results into great results. Phase 4, long-lasting. And here's where it gets really interesting from an ROI perspective. The content you create today compounds in value forever. Let me show you what I mean with a direct comparison. Traditional advertising model. You pay $10,000 for a campaign. You get 50,000 impressions. You stop paying? Impressions stop immediately. Result? Zero permanent value. V8's content approach. You create 1 blog post plus 5 AI avatar videos. Month 1, 2,000 impressions. Month 6, 5,000 impressions. Cumulative reach plus SEO ranking improvements. Month 12, 12,000 impressions. Compounding effect plus network effects. Beyond, it keeps working indefinitely. Result? A permanent asset that generates value forever. That blog post Gina published in October 2025? Still driving traffic today in December. That speaking clip from the HKTDC workshop still getting shared and referenced. That case study from 6 months ago still attracting leads. This is compound interest, but for your authority. And once you understand that, you start thinking long-term. You start building assets, not just creating content. Now let me talk about something that I think is absolutely brilliant about how Gina handles this. When Gina uses AI avatars, she's completely transparent about it. She says, I use AI avatars to scale content production while maintaining quality. This is the same approach I teach my clients. I'm a domain expert, not a content creator. AI handles production. I handle strategy and relationships. No hiding, no pretending every video is her on camera when it's not. No fake authenticity. And here's what's fascinating. Research shows that 54% of consumers actually trust brands more when AI use is disclosed. People don't mind AI tools. They mind deception. And as someone who studies engagement psychology and even scamming tactics, I can tell you, transparency is the ultimate trust hack. When you hide something, people wonder what else you're hiding. When you're honest about one thing, they assume you're honest about everything. So Gina's transparency doesn't just avoid backlash, it actively builds trust. It says, I'm confident enough in my approach to tell you exactly how I do this, and I respect you enough to be honest. In a world where everyone's performing authenticity, actual honesty, that's revolutionary. Let me illustrate this with 2 different approaches because the difference is stark. Competitor hiding AI. They say, this video is naturally created. Our founder is naturally charismatic. This is authentic content. Then the audience discovers it was AI generated, and they think, wait, that was AI? Were you lying to me? What else are you lying about? Result, trust destroyed. V8, transparent. Gina says our founder uses AI avatars because she's a domain expert, not a content creator. Here's why this approach is honest and effective. The audience responds, that makes sense. I'm not a content creator either. If this works for her, it can work for me. Result? Trust strengthened. See the difference? One approach treats the audience like they need to be fooled. The other treats them like intelligent professionals who can handle the truth. And guess which one builds lasting client relationships? All right, let's bring this all together. There are thousands of AI marketing tools claiming to solve your personal branding problem, but most of them haven't actually solved it themselves. They're selling theory, not proof. Why the 8 is different. 1. We walk the talk. Gina's 4,000 plus impressions per week proves the approach works. That's not a projection. That's a receipt. 2. We use what we teach. The AI avatar system Gina uses, it's the exact same system we recommend to clients. No bait and switch. 3. We've been tested at scale. 700 plus clients across industries, 10 plus years in business. This isn't an experiment. It's a proven methodology. 4. We're transparent. AI avatars aren't a secret or a compromise. They're a strategic choice we make publicly, and we explain why. 5. We've created defensible advantage. Competitors can copy features in weeks, but they can't copy 18 months of documented proof and real market recognition. Bottom line, you don't need to become a professional content creator. You don't need to master video editing. You don't need to transform into someone you're not. You need to share your expertise efficiently, and we've already proven it works. I want to say this one more time because it's the heart of everything. You don't need to become a content creator. You need to share your expertise efficiently. That's the only requirement. Not perfect lighting, not professional editing skills, not natural charisma on camera, not 10,000 hours of video production experience. Just your expertise, shared consistently. We have proven this approach works. The system exists and it's documented. Gina is the living proof with verifiable results. 700 plus other clients have successfully applied it. The methodology is teachable and repeatable. So if you've been avoiding personal branding because you thought you had to become someone you're not, you don't. You can be exactly who you are, a domain expert, and leverage AI to handle what you're not, a video production specialist. That's not compromise. That's strategic intelligence. So, ready to go from nobody to somebody? Here's exactly how to start. Step 1. Follow Gina on LinkedIn. See her journey firsthand. Watch how she posts. Notice what works. It's all public. It's all real. Step 2. Watch our approach. We've documented the entire methodology. See the system in action. Understand exactly how it works. Step 3. Book a strategy call. Use the form at the link above. Let's talk about your specific situation, your industry, your audience, your constraints. Because while the framework is proven, the application is always customized. Link in the description and in the blog. Now let me leave you with this thought. The difference between invisible and recognized, it's not talent, it's not camera presence, it's not luck. It's having a system that turns expertise into content, consistently and efficiently. That's it. That's the entire secret. Gina has the system. I've shown you how it works. The proof is documented and verifiable. Now the only question is, are you ready to build yours? I hope you are. Thanks for your time today. I look forward to seeing your transformation from nobody to somebody. Let's make it happen.
If this topic resonates with you, don't forget to comment below, give this video a like, share with fellow business owners, and hit subscribe to stay updated with more actionable business insights.